I'm not happy about the way you and your wife have to go back and forth and find transportation.
Have you ever known someone whose commitment, enthusiasm, and character are so without parallel? The best employees ever on Undercover Boss will be featured, so be ready to be inspired. Henry, a dedicated plumber, displayed extraordinary kindness and generosity in a gripping episode of Undercover Boss. His actions created a lasting influence not only on the firm, but also on the viewers of the show.
Problem.
The sewer was running out of the drain out of the bathtub.
Right, and everything was going underneath your house.
Henry's incredible act of compassion occurred when he came across an old woman who was in dire need of plumbing repairs, but could not afford the whole cost of the work. Henry offered to pay a portion of the bill on her behalf. Henry went above and beyond his responsibilities when he offered the woman a considerable discount on the repairs. He did this without any reservation. His thoughtful action demonstrated both his dedication to providing excellent service to customers and his genuine concern for the health and happiness of other people. Henry's lack of selfishness and his readiness to assist others who were in need served as a model for the company's most cherished principles. Henry's unusual acts were brought to the attention of the company's management team, who then made the decision to commend him for his exemplary conduct. They gave him a van with room for 15 people as a gift, which gave him the ability to drive his children to all their children's activities and practices. Henry was relieved to receive this considerate present, which not only helped reduce the logistical issues he was facing, but also brought the attention to the company's dedication to supporting its employees and the families of those employees. Additionally, as a token of the organization's gratitude for Henry's remarkable performance and unwavering commitment, the business rewarded him with a promotion to the position of field supervisor. Henry's abilities and potential for leadership were recognized with this promotion, which not only inspired him to keep up his excellent job inside the organization, but also encouraged him to do so. The story of Henry serves as a potent reminder of the significant influence that even the smallest acts of kindness can have, not just on individuals, but also on the communities in which they are performed. Not only did his genuine concern for the well-being of others improve the life of the old woman who was struggling, but it also encourages co-workers and the audience as a whole. In the episode of Undercover Boss, CEO Mitch Modell met an employee named Angel who changed his life. Angel, a single mother who was homeless, impressed Mitch with her determination to provide excellent service despite her difficult living situation.
What I really want you to focus on today, Joey, is customer service, because that's the basis of everything that we do here.
Mitch met Angel, a mother of two, in a homeless shelter where he was conducting an undercover investigation into the morale of his staff. Mitch was moved by Angel's narrative of struggling to provide for her children and eventually turning to the food service program at the local homeless shelter. Angel was an up-and-comer in the company because Mitch saw her potential and thought her talents and attitude merited advancement. His decision to promote her to assistant manager was based on her outstanding work and dedication to the company. But it wasn't the end of Mitch's kindness. He went out of his way to help Angel out by giving her a raise of almost $14,000. And Mitch went even further by giving her a staggering gift of $250,000 to buy a house, giving her and her kids a safe and secure place to call home. Angel's life has undergone a miraculous metamorphosis. Mitch's praise of her diligence and perseverance was an inspiration to her and a reflection of the company's core values. Mitch understood the need of encouraging and bolstering his staff, and he proved his dedication by making an investment in Angel's future. This inspiring account demonstrates the value of kindness and appreciation in the business world. Mitch's experience with Angel is a powerful example of the power of the individual to make a difference when given a chance. Mitch's goodwill and willingness to make a difference in the business world not only impacted Angel's life, but also gave spectators hope. The CEO of Baja Fresh set out on a mission to find the best and brightest employees in the business. The CEO had the pleasure of meeting Jose, a hardworking employee who aspired to establish his own business during his undercover experience. As the CEO got to know Jose better, he saw the fire and dedication that fueled him.
Hey, David. Oh, guys, how are you? Did you have fun out there?
Yes, I did.
The CEO was profoundly impressed by Jose's unwavering dedication to his profession and his ambition to make his mark in the business world. The CEO was impressed by Jose's drive and vision and decided to invest in his development. The CEO's decision to give Jose a franchise worth $50,000 is an inspiring turn of events. Jose would be able to realize his dream of starting his own profitable business with the help of this great donation. The CEO saw the importance of showing the company's values and commitment to growth and development by supporting and developing people like Jose. The CEO's decision to provide Jose with a franchise reflects not just his confidence in Jose's abilities, but also his recognition of his potential. This courageous move would have a profound impact on Jose's life and would serve as an example of the company's dedication to developing talent from within the ranks. The influence that guidance, support, and investment can have on a person's life is demonstrated by Jose's narrative. The CEO's offer of a franchise to Jose was more than just a monetary boon. It was a public demonstration of faith in Jose's talents. This deed may be the spark that sets Jose on the path to achieving his entrepreneurial goals and objectives. The story of Jose and Baja Fresh's CEO is a moving illustration of the way that appreciation and encouragement can change a person's outlook and performance at work. The focus of an extremely intense episode of Undercover Boss changed to Johnny Rockets, which is where a bereaved employee discovered solace and support in an unexpected way. One member of the team in particular stood out as the Undercover Boss revealed the challenges that the workers faced and the victories that they achieved. The employee was a cheerful person who constantly greeted customers with a bright smile. Nobody had any idea that he was carrying the burden of a terrible tragedy behind the happy mask that he kept up. During a frank discussion, the Undercover Boss found out that the employee in question had recently suffered the devastating loss of his daughter. The anguish and grief that he felt came across clearly in his voice as he described the events surrounding the slaying of his daughter. The manager acknowledged the enormous courage and resiliency that this employee had demonstrated by continuing to serve clients with the same level of unflinching dedication despite the personal tragedy that he had been through. The Undercover Boss came up with the idea to make a significant difference in the lives of bereaved employees as a way to demonstrate their support and gratitude. The first thing that was done was to plan a trip to a theme park with all the costs covered for him and his family. They were able to make happy memories together because of this thoughtful act, which also provided a welcome distraction from the weight of their loss. However, the generosity was not exhausted at that point. The Undercover Boss gave a donation in the amount of $5,000 to a charity that helps abused and missing children. The money was given in the daughter's name. This deed not only honored the memory of the worker's daughter, but it also acted as a light of hope for those families who are going through difficulties that are comparable to their own. The importance of having compassion and empathy in the workplace was shown by the fact that the Undercover Boss acknowledged and supported their efforts. The Undercover Boss not only improved the employees' spirits by acknowledging their suffering and providing visible gestures of support, but also developed a sense of camaraderie and compassion among the firm as a whole. It brought to light the significance of cultivating a supportive culture at work, one in which workers are made to feel valued not only for the contributions they make, but also as people with their own set of unique challenges and achievements. The viewers were moved by the narrative of the mourning employee at Johnny Rockets, which showed the possibility for healing, growth, and togetherness that can occur when companies take the time to engage with their employees on a deeper level. Even in the face of unfathomable loss, the Undercover Boss and the rest of the organization showed, through their deeds, that compassion and generosity can make an impact that lasts, even if it's just for a little while.